Welcome back guys, this is Shane. So today's video is a live premiere, unboxing and first impressions video of this Harley Benton single cut electric guitar. Now I like to do these because it's important to see what the unboxing experience is like and whether or not the guitar is in good condition when it arrives. As you can see, I haven't actually opened this at all yet, so I'll be doing this on camera. Now this is a live premiere. If you're watching it at the time of launch, I'll be in the chat room typing away, but it's not a conventional live video. And if you're watching the replay, the live chat will also be somewhere on screen, so you can click up there. It's usually, I think, beside the video if you're on a desktop. Firstly, a massive thanks to Toman for sending out this Harley Benton. I really appreciate it. If you want to find out more about it, links will be below. They haven't paid me for the video or anything like that, but I do get to keep the guitar, and if it's good, you'll see it on upcoming videos, and if it isn't, I'll let you know. Now, this is another Harley Benton that I got a while back, and I really feel like this has set the standard pretty high. Hopefully this one is just as good. If you missed this video, I'll leave a link up in the cards and you can check that out as well. Firstly, let's get into it. How's that? I just got a paper cut. Awesome. I'll be right back. All right, I'm sorted, so let's continue. So while the guitar looks awesome already, part of the packaging has fallen apart. No big deal. Hopefully everything is okay. Oh yeah. How heavy is this? It's about the right weight for a Les Paul. It's got a bit of chunk to it. It's not over the top ridiculously heavy, but it does weigh quite a bit. And let's get into this. Now I got to see one of these a few years back in Germany. Dr. Rick played one. It was a right-hander. I'm pretty sure it was the same guitar, just in a different color possibly. But yeah, this does look really quite cool. And I seem to be acquiring a number of yellow guitars recently. So yeah, this is maybe my new favorite color. Man, it looks pretty good. So my first impressions is the weight feels pretty heavy. One of the tuners isn't straight, but I won't let that worry me too much. I'll show you that in a second. In terms of reach, feels pretty good. Here's the back of the guitar. Now, as you can see, it actually has a bit more of a natural finish, which I really like that, and same with the neck. In terms of the neck shape, it feels almost like a 50s neck, so it's got a bit of chunk. This one's not flawless. There's a few cracks in it already, but, you know, I got it for free, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much. But yeah, in terms of if I had bought this and I had it turned up with these cracks, I know some people probably wouldn't want it, and you can feel them as well. It may have something to do with the fact that the box looks a little damaged, but yeah, I'll show you this up close. So as you can see over here, there's a few cracks, and you can definitely feel that through the finish. It's pretty prominent. It almost feels like glass that's been chipped, so the varnish has, you know, a flaw in there. It's definitely been cracked. That's the only spot, and it looks like it actually goes back to about here. So it goes all the way up, and then there's a few splinters here. So yeah, I'd be a little disappointed if I had to pay for this. And the top too, far out. And yeah, the top also has a few cracks in the finish, as you can see here as well. It's probably hard to see under the light. If I can't see it in editing, I'll overlay some photos of it, some high-res photos, but yeah, just here there's a few as well. You can feel them, but the ones on the bottom are actually way worse. So if you take a look at the tuners, let me just focus this. You can tell that this one is sort of running parallel to the headstock shape, whereas this one isn't. It's a whole lot further down, and this one's closer to the edge, and that one's further down. So I guess in terms of being in line, these are almost in line. And these ones kind of just look strange. But yeah, let me know what you think of that. I'm gonna have a quick look at this and see if there's any other issues with it as well, because that's the whole idea of these videos, is to give you an honest appraisal of like what I'm looking at right here. Push-pull pots feel pretty good. Everything else looks pretty good. Switch has got some stuff in there. Oh, I think it's just, all right, so they've just greased it up. That's all right. Now in terms of this sort of neck shape, I really dig this. It kind of suits my hand. I like a bit of a chunky neck. I also really love the fact it's got a taper up here as well. Means for getting up high is nice and simple. So yeah, overall that's not too bad. I'm just a little disappointed in the cracks in the finish. Like I said, it might not be a deal breaker, but you know, given how high a quality this guitar was and is, and it's probably way cheaper than this one, I'm a little disappointed just in terms of, yeah, I reckon something happened with this box looking at it. Check this out. Severely dinged at the top, a couple of different spots, but a big chip at the front. Yeah, that's not cool. If I had bought this, I'd be pretty upset. And knowing that it's hard to return through shipping costs, especially overseas, I would be pretty disappointed. Now, to be fair though, out of I think 5 guitars that have turned up from Harley Benton, this is really the only one that's had a problem. The Tally, the first one that I got, had some scuff marks along the fret edge, but it wasn't cracks. It was a whole different thing. It's just like a finish flaw. This feels like it may have been mishandled in shipping, or of course it was like that when it was actually sent out. So this internal box also was packaged in a larger outer box as well. So there was enough padding going on, but maybe someone's actually, you know, bashed the front of this or something. It looks like it's been a little bit beat up on the inside. And I don't know, that's just the glue from the piece of foam. I also noticed on the bottom of the box, the strap lock had actually punched through a hole in the bottom of the box. So yeah, it's missing that piece of foam as well. You can see that it did have some glue on the bottom there. Let me just focus this back. So yeah, there was a piece here, which was probably that piece, but it obviously came off in shipping. And everything else that's just fallen out of there is just the actual lead you're going to throw in the bin anyway. Alright, so I'm just interrupting my own video with this part for 2 reasons. The first reason is you were going to hear this guitar on this live premiere, but my sound card is now faulty and I only had the audio off my shirt mic and it was horrible. So rather than subject you to that, I'm not going to subject you to it at all, as I need to replace my sound card. I'll grab the other one from the other room at a later date and swap them over or something. Second thing is, I'm not overly keen on doing the review. I kind of feel like this is a review unto itself right now, based on my own experiences with it. I know not everyone's going to have problems with their guitar, but I've already sent all the photos through to Thomann. They've already replied saying we'll try and work something out, meaning hopefully I can get rid of this. So I'm not overly keen on just keeping it in the house. If there's no way to return it, I'll be doing a free giveaway to one lucky lefty who might want it as a first guitar, something like that. I'll just give it away. Yeah, I'm not going to spend my time reviewing this. I really feel like my review is this. So this is why we do the unboxing experience videos. If you appreciate the video, both for the good and bad, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. I try to let you know what my experience is, and that's how I've done this for years. If you're new to the channel, you might not know, it's getting really sort of hard to find dud guitars, and I really feel like this is maybe the worst guitar I've had since one of the artist guitars turned up, in terms of just its flaws, in terms of its finish. Now, what I should say is, if it didn't have these flaws, I would be pretty impressed with it, because it does feel really nice in the hand and it looks beautiful. The top is beautiful, the switch feels good, you know, the pots and the push-pull thing is all good as well. So yeah, with the exception of the flaws, I think this would be a good guitar, but it's not something I'm really interested in keeping around the house. So I'll work out what to do with it and I'll follow that up on a future podcast. Thanks again for watching. My name's Shane. I know this video's probably been a bit all over the place, but yeah, sometimes you get a project in editing and you go, you know what? I have to add a little bit to this and also take a little bit away, meaning the dodgy tones through my sound card. So thanks again. Catch you soon. See ya.